Hi, this is Chris coming to you from chilly Florida today. It's in the 40s. And I just had another thought on happiness and success in general. And one thing that a lot of people don't realize is they tend to choose their friends randomly, people that will accept them, people that will approve of them. Sometimes people are given friendship because it's somebody to pick on or to victimize, like send them to go get, the bad thing or whatever. But I've always picked out friends because they knew something, or they were smarter than me, or they had knowledge that I admired. So in some way I admired these people. And whether it was in engineering or fixing things or just whatever it was. And so I always had friends a little bit smarter than me. And I think it really brought me up a level, because I think I was just like a C student. And when I started hanging out with people like that, and I was very careful to choose a very small group of friends. I didn't have lots and lots of friends. I just had a few key friends. And it really made all the difference, because one thing I found out by observing people and living my life and talking to people and listening to even experts, whatever that means, is that you become your friends. So if you're hanging out with really exciting people, which might translate to criminals or daredevils or foolish people, then you become a fool. You become a daredevil. You're in the hospital a lot. You're often, arrested a lot. If you're hanging around with criminals and dirtbags, you become a criminal or a dirtbag. You hang around with people that do drugs, you're going to eventually be doing drugs. I'm not saying it's an absolute rule, but in general, you become your friends. And so it's very important to pick out who you're hanging out with. If you've not realized this till later in life, it might be hard, but if you change your friends, you can change your life. One thing as I've gotten older is I don't spend any time more than I have to with what I call, and other people call, poor me people. Some people want to translate that into poor people, but I'm saying poor me people. I want to hang around with successful people, people that are creative and learning and always expanding what they're doing in a lot of ways. Success doesn't necessarily mean money, but it does include money. So it can be that they like to try things. I probably would have never surfed but for my friends. I probably would have never had a boat or done any fishing if it weren't for my friends. So this is a real important thing. You become your friends. So you want to check this out and do your best. I'm not saying turn your back on your current friends. Excuse me. But if you choose your friends, you can come a long way and learn a lot, especially when it comes to success. If all your friends are like, oh man, we can't do anything negative, or if you hear, urban people driving their cars, that's this pounding negative beat that you can't be anything because you're a certain color. That's absolutely not true. We all have our challenges, but don't blame it on something else and then say, well, I'm so-and-so, so there's no way. I might as well screw off and waste my life. And you have that right. You can decide to do that. The mind is a powerful thing. It can talk you basically into the evil side, the dark side, the devil, that I can do whatever I do, I'm going to get in trouble anyway, so why not just, live shabby and live low and live rough. If you focus on success and you set your goals that way, you will become successful. So that was my little chat about that, and hopefully you found that valuable. And I completely understand if you think it's balderdash, because you're probably not ready for it. It's true whether you believe it or not. And other people's opinions don't affect you on being around like successful mindset unless you believe it. And if you believe their negative opinions, then that's completely up to you. If you want to be successful, be around supportive people. I was really surprised when I learned to surf, and I had only been kind of a good student. I was in the band. I didn't do anything really athletic. But when I learned to surf, which was very different for my original path in life as a young person. I was about 15. I didn't do it to become a surfer or to hang around with girls. I wanted to actually be in the water and experience the beauty of surfing. And it was funny because a lot of my academic friends that weren't close friends poo-pooed it and laughed, and there's no way. They could not see it. They couldn't see that vision. What was surprising is a lot of the guys I grew up with that I knew them that surfed since elementary school were totally supportive, which flabbergasted me. Here I'm entering a new realm, a new world. They were good looking and, blonde and whatever. And because I surfed, I got more athletic in my physique. I got more good looking or whatever that is. Obviously this is long past. You can tell I haven't surfed in 5 years, and for various other reasons. But, getting older is primary that. But it made a huge difference in my life, gave me very good confidence. So, try those things. Don't just do what your friends do. Try to find friends that are supportive. So, ran a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's a hugely powerful thing. And it can make your life better, having the right friends, or make it worse. Thank you very much for watching. If you like it, please smash that like button, and I will keep pumping them out. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.